Hello there. Um, yeah. Yeah. These last couple of days were a bit nicer, but today was a bit more. It was a bit. I don't know what's going on. Today's just not been a great day. I'm sorry. But I don't know. Maybe I should do an intro for these for these videos. Before I just start saying stuff like that. But so okay. Anyways, hello. I'm Sir Nether. I'm a Minecrafter and a vlogger, I guess. I don't really know what I don't I don't understand if it's exactly the right word for it or not, but what I do, because most of the videos that I have are like real life ones. Most of them I've just recorded in, my bedroom or my dorm, either here in Sydney or back home, US. But anyways, so yeah, today not really been my best day, to be honest. I feel like I've had a stroke of bad luck, like basically like this week or so, with a couple of things. So if you haven't already seen the videos that I released about my Canberra trip that I had earlier this week, from Sunday to Tuesday, right? All of the videos I recorded then I think were on that Monday, I believe, which is when I visited the Parliament House and also the National Museum of Australia, which are both pretty cool places. I also had a fair bit of stress during that trip, because there's some things I hadn't really fully thought through and made a couple mistakes. And it was also a bit stressful being pretty far out and all that from the dorm here. But anyways, you can go check those videos out. You can learn more about that stuff. I know those videos. I was definitely a bit stressed out, so yeah, unfortunately it didn't end up being the most glamorous experience, as I might have hoped it would have been, but I'm so glad that I at least tried. But that's not what I'm really here to talk about, although it is, well, I guess it is technically part of it, but it's not really what the focus of this video is going to be on. So yeah, so a couple things. So first and foremost, I don't know exactly what it is. I thought I had a fever. I don't know if that's really exactly what it is. Actually, I went to the doctor. I went to a local doctor. It was literally just down the street. Pretty convenient. Really easy to get to. And there's some issues with insurance stuff. So I thought I had the right information, but but then it turns out I didn't. And I tried this other insurance type, and I didn't even have like the the clinic there, like they didn't even have any sort of ties to that health insurance, to that student one. That's pretty common for a lot of the students here, I think. Um, so yeah, I wasn't able to actually get basically I just had to cancel what was it, frick, what was it again? Literally just blanked out. Whatever it was, they're gonna do some kind of test thing to see if I had, because what the doctor thought I might have had would be some kind of bacterial infection or COVID. And really a shame kind of get that canceled, but I really could not afford to pay $470, 470 AUD, or that was like 300, however much it was, over 300 USD. And I was like, I don't think I can pay that right now. And so yeah, I canceled that, but I did go ahead and get an appointment set up for this next Friday on campus, which should be free, so I don't have to pay out of pocket, which should be really nice. Because that appointment was quite a bit. For that was like 67 US dollars, or like 101 AUD, which is crazy. But yeah, I try to send an email to get a claim so I can get paid back for that. I hope it works. I don't know if I really even fully understand insurance. Anyways, honestly, I don't know if I ever will. The future, I'm just saying that from what I've heard other people talk about it. I'm not saying that to be I'm not saying that for the sake of being pessimistic. I'm just saying because like I've heard some other people like talking about how shitty insurance can be sometimes. You know, so especially in the healthcare department. I don't know what that's entirely like here in Australia, because I mean this was like the first time I was basically ever gone to the doctor here, and whatnot. So I don't really know everything about the Australian system, but I've definitely heard a lot about it in terms of the American one, which is pretty fucked up. But at least in my opinion. Anyways, feel free to disagree. Anyways, so yeah, that was a bit there, and then I was trying to go ahead and write down my bank transactions, and then there was like 2 or 3 of them that I was like, I don't remember this. And there's a couple other ones that I thought I was just trying to double check, because I was like, I think I might have done this one, but I'm not entirely sure. It's just a bit of a weird name. But then I looked it up and I was like, oh yeah. So in those cases, it was just like it was always just like one of the street food things they have on campus. I just don't always remember what the names of those are. But yeah. So then I was like, what are these again? And then I saw it and I was like looking up like the company and like the pictures and all that stuff, and then like the date that I had the things, and thinking about what else did I do around that time. And I'd be like, oh yeah, okay, yes, I'm good. But there was like 2 or 3 that I was like really, really not sure on, and I was kind of freaking out. And I mean, they weren't huge, they were not very big amounts of money, fortunately, but I was just a little bit suspicious. So trying to get that figured out. But not the hugest thing, because it wasn't an absolutely big amount of money, but definitely be more worried if it starts being a lot more, because I do not want to, I don't want to be in that situation. It'd be really stressful. But actually, I want to get back onto the whole COVID thing. I was kind of a bit of a jump there, but in terms of the COVID or the bacterial stuff or whatever, so I think I am starting to feel a little bit better. Kind of each day. It was probably the worst around Wednesday or Thursday. I felt a little bit better each day. Yesterday I had a bit of a headache. Today, not really so much. My head does hurt a little bit, but it's not really a headache. Anyways, I don't know if that makes sense, but just trust me on that. And yeah, just hope I keep on going that way. I did go ahead and get some Tylenol and some face masks just to be safe and informed. You know, a couple people here, just to let them know that, hey, I might have contracted something, so just keep safe, you know, beware, that kind of thing. Right. I'm not really going outside of my room all too many times these last couple of days. Trying to take it a bit easier, so I was kind of stressed out from the whole camper trip thing, and I'm also not feeling the absolute best. You know, but really all I've done going out anyways was pretty much just getting groceries, doing the laundry, and I can't think of really much anything else. So, other than the doctor appointment today, so pretty much it. Really, you know, I've mostly just been in my room just playing Minecraft for the last couple of days, which has been kind of nice. Do wish I had gone outside a little bit more, because I feel like it's been kind of nice some of these days. I think although I think that there was like at least 3 or 4 days this week where it was a bit hotter, so glad I didn't go out for those. But I think today seemed like a kind of a pretty nice day. I didn't really go outside for all too much other than just one visit. And I wanted to go out again, but I was getting stressed out trying to check some emails and write stuff down and a couple other things. And you know, finally got all this shit done, and now I'm just kind of waiting, and then, you know, might be a few other things I'll try to do maybe tomorrow or Monday, but which I probably need to do. But I checked my computer, and well, say I just had a little bit of an accident with that, and computer screen is now cracked. I mean, technically it's still usable, but it'd be pretty fucking annoying to do. You know, so that's great. I mean, it's only really cracked in like one spot, but it definitely has a pretty strong visual effect. So I was like, well, great. So I sent another email about that, and to IT and a couple other people at my home college, and, you know, be like, what can I do? Because I don't want to have to buy a new computer while I'm here in Australia, because I don't know about you, but computers are fucking expensive as hell, and I do not have the money really to you know, to buy one of those things. So yeah, pretty frustrating. Yeah, and I mean, I'm feeling a little bit better now, and I'll probably eat my dinner of tuna and ramen, and I don't know, I might have some other random thing I got over there, but we'll see. Fortunately, not really been all too terribly hungry these last couple days. haven't really been DoorDash or anything other than the masks and the Tylenol today. So that's great. Not really spending quite as much this week. Well, at least in terms of you know, since Wednesday or so. So I don't know. We'll see. But anyhow, yeah, it's just been pretty fucking annoying with all those, and it was all kind of just, you know, the last couple days have really just been all of it just getting in my head and just not really felt too great. So I think I'll probably be fine. Like I said, I'm feeling better now. Not perfectly so, but you know, better, so I feel a little bit more clear-minded. You know, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just, I don't really know what's going on entirely, but I mean, I could say it's a stroke of bad luck, but it's probably just, you know, just made some mistakes, and I just new to some of the stuff and haven't really experienced it all, and it's kind of just frustrating and confusing and a bit anxiety inducing to try to, you know, deal with the stuff of you know, insurance and the crack screen and, you know, the all the stuff happened to the Cambridge rip. So, you know, but I will say, besides that, I guess I'll say a couple of good things. So I don't want to end this off being, you know, completely negative here. And I still have lots of things to be very, very grateful for. You know, comfortable bed. I've been getting a pretty good amount of sleep for the most part, and I'm trying to drink a fair amount of water to make sure my temperature doesn't get too high. I've not really been feeling quite as warm. I mean, I know I'm still getting a bit cold or a bit hot sometimes, but it's not really quite as much, not really quite as strong, so that's a good sign. And no loss of appetite, really, so that's pretty good, you know. But really, you know, I do have, you know, some decent food here. Even if it's not as much as I like to have, you know, I still have some. I'm not, you know, I'm not starving. And and it's been kind of nice just playing Minecraft these last couple days. I know I was especially really glad to on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday, a little while after I got back, and you know, of course, I took a nice shower and a couple other things because I was like, you know, I'm so sweaty. It was a hot day. You know, I carry all my stuff around with me on my backpack. You know, that was really fucking annoying, but I did not want to carry a suitcase. So, but yeah, I also had to wear a sweatshirt because the thing wouldn't fit my backpack. I also wanted it to be even more excessively heavy. The thing is, like, I thought it was going to rain. And yes, I did have my umbrella, and that was in my backpack. I thought it was going to rain during my time in Canberra. I didn't. Or if it did, it was only at nighttime on, like, Monday night or something like that. But, anyhow. But I know, it was, like, super cold at night, and then it was, like, super hot during the day. Yeah, it was annoying. Certainly could have been a lot worse though. But I did take a lot of pictures during my trip there. Most of the pictures being at the National Museum. Don't get me wrong, Parliament House was pretty cool. But yeah, a lot of the things I could have taken pictures of was probably just, you know, all the fancy pictures of, you know, all the politicians here, which I don't really know any of them, to be honest. Probably should. I mean, some of them look a little familiar, especially the what's the Prime Minister, I believe, of Australia, PM, whatever the fuck they call him. I can't even remember what his name is right off, but I know, I definitely know, I've definitely seen, I definitely know who he is, that's for sure. How he looks like, sounds like, kind of weird thing to say, but I've seen advertisements of him. That was weird. I like the idea of, I don't know, I like the idea that I got a little while back of being like, you know, so in the last couple of weeks of being like, you know, oh, I should make a video about these random, like, advertisements that I've seen here in Australia, right? Just be a little interesting. But I don't even know if are you allowed to like do that, you know, or do you have to like pay to, I don't know, maybe it's a stupid thing to say. You don't even have to pay to, you know, show off, you know, be like, these are advertisements I've watched on YouTube during my time here in Australia. But I don't know, maybe it's some kind of copyright thing. I have no idea. I would say I'd look it up, but I don't even know if I'm gonna actually do it or not. I don't know, but anyways, in terms of Minecraft stuff, pretty much mostly been just doing like speedrun type stuff. You know, so I got a good couple of videos out. Last night I just did a whole bunch of different random ones where I was just speedrunning, trying to get different random items or completing certain tasks. Still a whole lot more I could do. Most of those videos were actually very, 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 very short, so probably some of the shortest videos I've ever had. To be honest, and I mean very, very short, as in like less than a minute for like quite a few of them. Not all. There's a few that are a bit longer, but not really, but they're all like definitely sub-hour for sure. And then the other thing that I've done recently, which has been pretty fun, was trying to speedrun all of the advancements and getting basically perfect gear in Minecraft in version 1.16.1, which for anyone who doesn't really know Minecraft all too well, basically just like a really good version of the game that was released about 5 years ago, which just has like, let's just say like certain features that really work out well, but only exist in that version, essentially, and a couple of other things. It's a lot more than just that, but I guess that's one way of putting it. For anyone who doesn't really know Minecraft, I don't really know how to explain it otherwise. To say very convenient features, I suppose, but yeah, or better luck or something like that. But anyways, but yeah, I mean, I'm almost done with that challenge. I mean, it's probably still going to take me a good, at least a good couple hours, if not longer, to properly finish it, because these last couple ones just, oh God, it just takes so long for me to do, and it's definitely not world record pace, that's for sure. Probably spent well over 15 hours so far total, not all in one day, thank God, but Although, well, that does remind me, it was not that same version I talked about, 1.16.1, but earlier this year, I believe, and you can actually check it out. You're probably to scroll quite a bit down, but on my videos, or the playlist Minecraft Randomness, but I did actually try to on this server that I used to be on with an ex friend of mine and a couple other people. At one point, that server actually the files got corrupted. So the dude, basically, the server owner, my ex-friend at the time, he had to basically restart the whole server, and we just had to basically start all over entirely from scratch and whatnot. It was pretty sad. Fortunately, some of us got some pretty good screenshots. I even took a video or two myself on there before that point. But I think he rebooted it probably like the next day or the day after, or something like that. It really wasn't too terribly long of a time. But fortunately, the thing was, it was all the same. It was the same Minecraft world essentially, same seed, but we just had to start all entirely from scratch again. Some of us knew where some of the stuff was, no use before, so it was pretty easy to make some pretty good progress again. But me being even though I'm not a world record professional or anything like that, me being the Minecraft speedrunner type of person, it's one of the things I really like doing in the game. I was told that I was not allowed to beat the Ender Dragon, and get the dragon egg and get the elytra and all that stuff. I had to basically wait to do that until some later on date, which I think was probably about, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks later, if I remember correctly. I had to wait quite a good bit to do that. So what I had decided was my goal instead, and I set a step on there, and that's kind of a fun challenge for myself too, was I'm gonna be the first person to get basically perfect gear, except for basically except for like a couple of items, but essentially other than those few things, it was like practically perfect, right? I mean, it wasn't almost. There was a few things there was like a few small like enchantments I was missing, or like a couple pieces of my gear, but overall close enough. And that took me probably took me around 15, 16 hours. I did that all in one day. I did it in 2 sittings. The only really reason it wasn't one is because I really had to eat lunch because I was fucking famished, and I had to use the bathroom because I hadn't done it in like 5 or 6 hours because that was about how long the first part of it was. So I was like, yeah, I definitely need to take a little bit of a break for that. But anyways, if you want to check that video out, feel free to. But that was pretty cool. And then I recorded a couple other random videos on that world. And then eventually I left the world and all that. But anyways. Anyhow, so that's kind of just been some stuff in my mind. How my day has gone. So certainly could be a lot worse. So been kind of a couple things of bad luck and been really annoying it. Man, I really want to play some more Minecraft on my computer, but due to the accident that I had with the computer, the screen no work properly, so great, but so I guess that probably means, probably just watch some more YouTube or maybe some Amazon Prime, something like that, on my phone, because phone still works at least, so that's good. You know, if I had to pick between only having my phone or my PC, I mean, as much as I love playing Minecraft, you know, I prefer having a phone. You know, and no, I don't like, I'm not really crazy fan of playing mobile Minecraft, so it's not really for that. Anyways, see you next time.